Alright there, Evidence. Welcome back to Code Vein in the Road to 100, where today we're going to talk about the Berserker and the pain and awfulness that Monday was, or we will just get tanked. Yep, I figured I'm dead because I'm out of stamina. Whoops. Oh. Okay. And I'd like to talk about a hybrid setup for the Berserker that absolutely just decimates him. You have to kind of play a little bit cautious in the sense of that you need to play one hit or something like that, and then move back and then do another hit. So you don't want to do two swings of your sword in a row, but this is one of the fights in the game where you want to bring the warped blade, and it is very advantageous to have a warped blade on hand for exactly this fight. So remember that he is strong in phase 2 when he enrages by 50% to all damage types / crush and pierce, so he will gain 50% reduction, and he has no reduction to blood, so everything blood. So blood, and a blood weapon, as well as all kinds of defense. So here we just have to kill these things first before we move on here. Okay. And EO is going to face tank all of that for now. And then we will run up here. Ouch. And we are going to get a few attacks here so EO can take care of that thing up there. And then we just stand here and block a little bit. And we will be able to completely ruin this guy. And you'll see here that we do a couple of attacks, and then we block, and then we can dash back, and then we block a little more and go for a backstab. And you can see that this is the DLC Berserker, so he is a cut above the Berserker we were playing in the Cathedral, and we are just absolutely tearing him a new one. And that is the fun of the Berserker. Now, and as you can see, this hybrid just absolutely decimates him. Now, if you don't want any defensive options here, if you think you're just gonna stand there, you can go for blood weapon and get an increase to your you can get a serious increase to your abilities here that will give you 40% damage, which will increase the damage of your weapon overall. So if we bring blood weapon along, it absolutely destroys him, because in phase 2, even though he's taking 50% less damage from the damage type, he is taking much more damage from the fact that we are doing all blood damage. So that is really nice. Okay, so we'll let EO figure all that out. And I did forget to bring along the Dameron here. That is really important, as that is a blood attack. And so we are going to put that one on. But if you don't get hit, then it's really no problem at all. So the Berserker, he kind of gave us a little bit of a challenge in the Cathedral when we were there, because we were not building explicitly for the Berserker. It was kind of a one build as we went through the Cathedral there. And so if you are building specifically for the Berserker like this, it can actually do very well, and you can absolutely ruin this guy in a lot of ways. And so keep that in mind if you are going against the Berserker, and you need to know kind of how, I mean, look at that damage that we're just chunking off there. Absolutely crazy. Okay, he's gonna power up a little bit. EO is doing EO things. And you can see here in phase 2, we are able to kind of, you know, be able to still take a lot of damage out of this guy very, very well. And then you just keep doing one attack and then something else. Okay. Okay. And as you can see here, as we keep blocking, we are able to, you know, deflect all of his attacks, which is great. EO did not take care of the shooter up top, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. Okay, and you can see that the Berserker really is no problem at all, and with the increase to the 20% of our blood weapon, that does increase our blood damage here to 70. And so that is really, really nice. That typically we have a blood damage of 50, and so that brings it up to 70, which is a 40% increase to our blood. And we could bring along a blood cartridge if we want to, for extra availability here of even more damage. And since we have Bridge to Glory running with us as well, we are getting an astounding 700 and let's see, 750 and let's see, 18 more about, or no, 14 more, so 764. We're getting about 764 added, which is like a huge percentage of our attack value here. So, and because all of that is being added to blood damage against the Berserker, it just amounts to an incredible amount of damage that is pretty much bypassed because of the Berserker having no blood resist. We are able to completely move past pretty much everything this guy is strong for, and we are able to make really, really, really good use out of the strengths of our build, and we are able to really, really do some good work here against the Berserker. Now, we could try the barrages against the shooters up top and just see how that goes. It is not exactly the best, but we can try it. EO, that is not great there. See, they can't quite reach up there. Okay. Thanks, EO, for healing me, but okay, let's see what this guy's gonna do. He's gonna go after me. Good. EO is going after that shooter, which is perfect. And you can see there, big damage coming out during those barrage hits there. And if we go for more blood damage, I mean, that's in phase 2 here with him enraged. And that is big. I can't see what's going on. That is big, 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 big damage coming out. So let's go for blood weapon, and then let's go for a charge attack here. There we go. And the cool thing is that the Damarung also has big block values, just like the warped blade. Okay, I can't seem to bring this guy in close. So you can see that, you know, those abilities here at 89 and 86, you are able to bring both of those up to a nice healthy 100 block on everything. And the warp blade even has the added bonus of having 10 blood on block, which sort of is nice, but it doesn't really help you too very much. Now, if you are going for any other kind of hybrid, just make sure that your weapon choice, like we can switch up this gift to be, where's Dragon Lunge? We could do Dragon Lunge or something like that, to make sure that we're getting, you know, bigger multipliers on the Berserker. However, the reality is that if you just go for something that is fast enough, as well as being able to, you know, engage quickly and efficiently while switching between your gifts and your weapon gifts and your light and dark gifts. So if you can do that, you will have no problem with the Berserker, because the Berserker is all about you know, having those fast kind of reaction times to understand when to block, when not to block, when to attack, when to move in and out. And again, you can use Shadow Leap if you really desire to, but it's not exceptionally mandatory, but it is definitely a very nice, helpful thing that you can go for. Okay, so Io killed, somehow she brought this one down, which is awesome. Okay, so Io is toast. So let's see here. Now, the nice thing about having the Warp Blade is the fact that you are able to stagger him pretty much every other hit, because his balance is so affected by the Warped Blade. And so that is a very, very, very nice attribute. And you can see that that's pretty big damage there overall. And when you're up close to him here, you can just continue to block, and you don't have to worry about, you know, anything happening to you. And the launch attacks are always a very, very nice addition here. And you can see, you can like farm up weapons, you can farm up tungsten from this guy, you can farm all kinds of different little things out of his boss fight. But yeah, it was a nightmare on Monday, and this is kind of the way that you should engage with the Berserker, is having something fast and deadly, and having something quick and just like a little bit of damage here and there, and then just stack up the blood damage as much as you can and go for the Damarung just for, you know, increased defenses. Now, you don't have to go for the Daybreak Thunderfang. You can go for the GXL Overgear, which is also pretty good, and then you can also go for the Midnight Sun, or the Night Fang. You can go for this one, and it's also pretty good. Now, the reason those three Blood Veils are very good is because they have very high slash defense, as well as the Suicide Spur. This one would also be a great option if you are going for dark values. So here, instead of, so if we were to switch to the Suicide Spur here, instead of having these particular things, we would go for something like Dusk Edge or Execution. So I'd go for Execution, and then here in place of this I'd go for like Sanguine Roar or something like that, or Argent Wolf Cross, or anything that is, you know, blood specific. And so in this regard, now we are normal mobility. We're not getting as much weapon damage, but we're getting a whole lot more gift damage. So if we try something like this, this is also a very, very nice hybrid setup here. that you can bring to the table, and you can just kind of switch and swap your gifts and your blood veils around to be whatever you wish them to be. Oh, whoops. And you can see that we are now normal mobility, which is great. We are able to, you know, dodge around a little easier, but if you're blocking, why are you dodging, right? But that is the premise. Sometimes you absolutely do need to dodge because of either muscle memory or something's happening that, like the fire stuff, if you are defending against the fire, dodging is better than blocking because you don't have fire defenses for blocking, and so dodging is the better option. So when you kind of understand exactly what the Berserker is meant to do and how he is meant to set himself up, then most things here don't, you know, cause you really any problems. Let's see what he's doing. Yep, that's one of those that you want to dodge instead of block. Okay. Now this guy is just going to make our life miserable here a little bit. Okay. Okay, and you can see there that we got hit, but because we have the suicide spur, we are able to, you know, kind of tank that. Okay, these shooters are just messing us up here. So let's run over here real fast and let's blow one away. There we go. And see, a dodge is much more effective than blocking for those explosions, which is great. Okay, now let's go back over here and make sure this guy focuses on us instead of Io. And maybe Io will go after... Oh, nope. Okay. Okay, the shooter again. Wow. Okay. So we'll take the launch while we can. Okay, we were locked out. Okay. I can't see anything. So Io did not go after the shooter as she normally would, she normally should, and that is what makes this a little more annoying than the regular Berserker fight. But remember that this guy is 1 star above what we fought in the Cathedral. So if you're ever planning on just practicing this guy, this is a good way to go about getting in touch with his patterns and how he operates and everything. You can see that it's completely doable to, you know, switch it up and change how you are going to engage with the Berserker, because there are just so many good options here to go for, and it's there's nothing really bad that you can do except what we did on Monday. That was, you know, the doozy that kind of put everything in perspective. And so once you start realizing that, well, you just need something fast and quick that constantly can put out pressure and damage on this guy, then you will be completely fine. I sure do. Okay, so let's get this, and then we'll take the Damarung here. Okay, and then let's try for this one. Okay, there's a dodge again coming in handy, more so than a block. Good job, you. There we go. Okay, so Io has taken care of that stupid shooter, so that's good. Okay, he's going to do that, so we'll take another backstab. Now you can see that we're getting about 10 I-Core every backstab, where the Daybreak Thunderfang was getting us about 9. And there's another stagger yet again. Okay, stagger. Very, very nice to have that built into your weapon here. And you can see big damage there from the weapon. Big damage from execution. I can't see what in the world he's doing here. And a nice poke to push him down. And more lost crystals. So you can see that either way you go, dark or light, there are plenty of gifts to mix and match here and avoid the death onslaught from the Berserker as we had on Monday. So anyways, I just want to kind of talk about some of the different setup here that you can go for with the blood kind of uniqueness of blood being so bizarre in the game and it never really having too many applications, but I wanted to kind of highlight this today so that way you can see some applications for the blood types and the blood weapons and the blood gifts and everything. And the Berserker is a very fine specimen to go up against. He hits hard, but there are ways to completely mitigate everything he's doing. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and here's the build, and it's in the description as always. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope this clears up any confusion from Monday, and we'll talk to you guys later.